Welcome everybody to Fist Truck TV.
Welcome.
We're gonna fight a dinosaur.
A big old dinosaur. Oh man. Well, that's. I'm happy you said that because we get to smoothly transition into a new topic.
Well, we start a new episode, so the topics you can dead start a new topic on a new episode. Even though it's only been like a couple of seconds for us. Like,
my eyes. Oh god. Oh. Like I know how it looks for you, but me it's blinding. So this game came out called Exoprimal.
oh yeah.
And I'm like torn. I'm more in the direction of I think I don't like it, but I play it because you guys play it, kind of thing.
I would not play that game by myself.
Fucking never, man. That would be awful. Oh my god.
But we got a team of 4? We had a team of 4 last night?
Yeah, it was pretty solid.
That was fun. That was
pretty solid. I still, like, just the thing that kills me on the inside is like, yo, man, we got a team of 4 playing this.
Yeah. I mean, we could be playing a better game for sure, but the game is fun because you're playing with friends.
Yeah, but, you know, that's...
He just came up with a flute and you just went and killed him? He was going to play you a song. He's like, welcome, my friend. How are you today?
Oh shit, they give the tree thing.
Oh god. Yeah, so it has the loading screens of like a PS2 game.
Oh, it's awful. It's fucking awful.
It takes so long to get into the game.
And then on top of that, once you get into the game, you have to just listen to some fucker talk. And it's just so
there's a whole
pointless
monologue every time you start a match. It's just
I turned off all the voices and everything. It was just I couldn't fucking take it anymore, man. It was brutal. But like,
yeah,
I guess if you want to explain the game,
and to even get in the game, like I was playing on PC.
Oh yeah.
So you have to link an external account. The Resident Evil account, a Capcom account.
Capcom Resident Evil account.
It used to be a Resident Evil account. Then they just made it a whole Capcom thing, right?
I didn't know.
Remember in Resident Evil 6, it was the REID.
Yeah.
Resident Evil ID.
I thought you I specifically remember just inviting people to play the game.
Oh well, there was an optional part.
Oh,
where you would get like
the wagon
missions and items when you did mercenaries in Resident Evil 6 online.
Anyway, I just realized that this. Wow, this is the first time I realized he got little arms.
He does. Where are the little arms?
Oh god, by his head.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. But yeah, for sure, you have to link your account this time. And it takes a little while.
You got to go through a lot of tedious steps.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, because in our case you have to link it with whatever you're playing on. So in our case it was Game Pass. You know, if you're playing on Steam, buy that game for some reason. What's like if you were playing on Steam or PlayStation or whatever. You gotta link your Capcom ID to your, you know, whatever PlayStation or Xbox, you know, whatever it may be. And it's just, they don't make it, like, seamless. There's a lot of going back and forth.
If you were gonna have something like that, it's as seamless as it could be.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Shit.
That was such a fucked up combination.
Yeah, he hit you 3 times in a row.
Well, no, he hit me twice. But he hit me as I was about to zap him, so I got smacked out of the air with lightning on my sword.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No, it's gonna happen again! Oh, okay.
Shit. But if because it makes you get out of the game, go to a website, go back into the game, link it with your Xbox account, and then you're in the game.
Yeah.
And you have to put your email in, find the code in the email, put the code into the game, and then you're good. Then you're linked. And it was just a big to-do to just play a game that you're not really sure is good or not.
Yeah. Which, we've been talking about it. We haven't actually talked about what the game is yet.
Well. I'm trying to go, like, my experience step by step.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you go... Oh, shit. Oh, God. Stop it! Stop getting hit! You can block all of those.
Alright, you fucking funny.
Okay.
Come back, oh, really? I can? Oh my god!
You can, yes. So you start the game. You play 30 minutes of a tutorial to get into the game. The tutorial is whoever invented slowing your movement so you can listen to somebody talk,
especially when it's so unimportant, man.
Unimportant,
like, bro. This is a game about being a fucking robot shooting dinosaurs. I don't care what anyone has to say. Just get me to the fucking dinosaurs, man. It's
it's annoying. But if you're into the story, you're into the story. You gotta listen to it anyway. But like, you can skip cutscenes. You can't skip in-game. Not having them let you walk. That's annoying. Oh, he died of old age.
He died of a broken heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so once you do that, you get into one game mode. You get to play one game mode.
Yeah.
And then you get to play one game mode again because they only have one game mode.
Or like they have like 1.5 game modes because it's like always this essentially every single match because it's a PvP game for some reason.
PvEVP.
EVP.
PvEVP.
But it does so the first half, or a little more than half, I'll say like 2/3. The first 2/3 of it is like just you just killing dinosaurs, or like you and the
right.
Like
it's team versus dinosaurs. Team. Whoever can kill dinosaurs faster and get through the waves.
Yeah, and like that part is like it's fun in the turn your brain off and don't think about it kind of way.
Yeah, it's a brain dead activity. You don't gotta think about it. You just kill dinosaurs in massive waves. That's
really it. And then the second half is one of two things. So it can either be like Overwatch push the payload type shit, or Team Fortress.
Team Fortress. Yeah.
It can either be that, or it can be so is that, or which at the end, essentially you're pushing the payload and that's it, and both teams are pushing their payloads on the opposite sides of this map, which I assume is mirrored.
Yeah.
And then at the very end is when both the teams meet, and then you just kind of unga bunga, like just dick smack each other to death and see who can get their payload to the end first. Or, like finish the objective first. It's genuinely awful.
Yes.
It's when you win, it feels like you just unga bunga'd harder. It doesn't feel like some sort of smart, tactical, coordinated effort. It's just like it's like, I mean, it's really just like hitting each other with clubs and coconuts. Like it's really fucking stupid. It's incredibly fucking stupid.
So
and has nothing to do with everything you did beforehand.
Yeah, the feeling is that you put in work to get to this point, and more than likely the team's not going to be too far behind you. Yeah, because it's not a hard game.
That's the brain dead part. Is like it's so easy that when you're ahead of another team, I mean, we're talking about like seconds, like a handful of seconds.
And once you reach that PvP part, you should have just. That's the whole thing. You should have just gone to the PvP part, and that's the whole game. Everything before it doesn't matter because it's whoever can stop the other team from finishing the game.
Oh God!
It's not like you got more points or you did more things beforehand. It's just who can finish faster. And if you're going at approximately the same speed because it's a brain dead game, the last 2 seconds are the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
So it's like, why not even do this?
Yeah, why not even bother? It's just it's really it's baffling. It's genuinely piss poor game design, I think. Because like there's this game that we love to rag on called Hood Outlaws and Legends.
Oh yeah.
Which is a legend in its own right because it has one of the distinctions of being a seemingly very solid game, or like solid at its foundation, maybe like in its premise. There we go. Where it was like you would play as, you know, whatever, a bunch of, you know, ragtag motherfuckers from, I don't know, like
Nottingham.
Like, yeah. And you're trying to steal treasure, right? That's it?
Right.
Oh God. You're trying to steal treasure, and it's a... Oh, fuck. This is why I have the healing shortcut in Elden Ring. And so yeah, you're stealing treasure, and it's like a PvE thing. So you're trying to sneak around, steal this treasure, and then take it back to your take it to like a boat or something like that.
Right.
And that part, I mean, there are 2 teams trying to do this thing simultaneously. So you guys are fighting each other while contending with like the AI to get this treasure to your boat. And game imbalancing or game balance issues aside, the big, at least from somebody who saw a metric fuck ton of gameplay of that game and really didn't play it, so, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt, I guess. But from what it appeared to be, and from what everyone who played it pretty much unanimously complained about, aside from balance issues, is that you go through the whole game getting treasure, doing this whole sneaky bit, and then you have to take it to, like, a winch or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. You have to take it over to a winch and then just crank the motherfucker. So it gets on a boat, and essentially whichever team finishes that crank first wins. So you could steal the treasure, bring it to the thing, and then the other team can crank the winch and you lose.
Yep.
And so all the ending ever boiled down to after this, the first phase, you know, once again, game balance issues aside, and I just say that again and again because I remember specifically, I think his name was John, was just this bald motherfucker running around with a hammer that would just one-shot everybody. But, like game balance issues aside, if the first phase, even, like, as intended is what I'll say, like, the first phase is, like, this carefully, you know, like, executed thing, or that's the idea of it, right? That's the idea. But then the last phase, no matter how you look at it, is gonna be a fucking unga-bunga brain-dead bum rush to whoever can finish cranking that bitch first. And it doesn't, it's just so, it's so like antithetical. It goes against the bits of the game that were worth noting, and that's exactly what's wrong with that one mode in Exoprimal. It's like the dinosaur part, the dinosaur killing part is cool, and then you just have this random Overwatch shit, and then at the end it just devolves into like just monkeys throwing poop. And it's just and it has, and the thing is that everything you've done up to that point has little to no bearing on the outcome. It's fucking, it's just so stupid. And then the thing is, like, why would you do this when you clearly had a fun thing in killing dinosaurs? Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? You had such a solid fucking premise of, hey, you're in like Anthem robots that are cool, and then you just gun down a shit ton of dinosaurs, which is cool and fun in this herder stupid way, but, you know, sometimes that just hits the spot. And then you just throw it out the window for this. Just so fucking infuriating.
Yeah. I see nothing wrong with that statement.
And then the other mode is just more PvE. But then the problem with like it, which is a little tingling of PvP. Bless you.
Thank you.
A little tingling of PvP, but it's the problem is that since it is a PvEVP game, they can't ratchet up the difficulty of the PvE element, or you'll probably just have teams that can't fucking beat it.
That's true. Yeah.
So what you're contending with most of the time is like brainless herder kill dinosaur moment that never really picks up. Or if it does, it's in small spurts, but like, you know, it's not enough for me to want to just play it all the time.
Yeah. Definitely not.
Which, you know, when I compare
like, so the PvE mode at the end, like you get to it's randomly chosen whether it's PvP or PvE. PvE is like it's less abrasive than the PvP stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's palatable, you know, more PvE stuff. Yeah, that's fine. But sometimes, and you can choose what game mode you're searching for, but sometimes that shit just don't work.
It doesn't matter. You can select PvE and it still throws you in the fucking Overwatch
PvP,
thing.
yes. Oh, man. I don't see longevity for that game.
At all. Especially considering it has a $60 price tag. Like, we're playing it on Game Pass. But as like a $60 product, and keep in mind we're now in the age of where 70 is really the price of games.
Yeah.
But as a $60 game, like, yo, you got one mode. You have one game mode, really. Like, seriously, it's really one mode. You have one mode in a $60 game. Like, yo, that's fucking nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, preface this: it's fun with friends.
Yeah, I mean, which is like at fucking anything.
Play it while you have friends playing it.
While people
because
are
it's
playing
not
it, so
going
you
to
can get
last
into
long
matches.
unless they change. They give a lot of shit to the game.
Yeah. Here we go. This is the part where everyone gets lost. It's like, okay, he killed himself. I guess, you know, kill me. Like, you can't kill me if I kill me, kind of thing. And then it's just that.
Yeah.
I remember I was in a stream of somebody doing a speed run for this game, and normally I don't like these kind of people to come in, but he was genuinely asking, what the fuck is this? And I was like, I don't know a lot about the lore of any of these games, but I like, there's no way I can see this and not wonder what the fuck is. Like, I had to look it up, or I had to find out, and then it was like, oh, okay, it's because like the sword that the guy killed himself with essentially like created a gateway from the underworld to his neck. And so he used it to summon and the catch is like whoever he summons through that is like, you know, bound to his will. So that's why this guy wants to fight, or why this guy is going to fight you.
Right.
This
is the old guy in his prime.
Yeah.
That just had a heart attack.
Yeah.
So that's why he was able to summon him, because he had just died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like when I heard that, I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. I was like,
yeah.
Just the way he comes out, it's like, looks so stupid.
This is such a cool boss fight. I like it. I thought it was cool. Like, once I learned what was happening, I was yeah, that's...
Oh, I mean, this boss,
cool.
I mean, it's easily, like, contender for one of the greatest bosses they've played.
Yeah.
This is so, like...
Just thematically, cinematically...
Yeah. And then just, like, what it asks from the player.
Right.
It just, it doesn't ask anything of you that you haven't done up until this point.
Right.
It's just about, you know, what? It's just about executing, and it's oh, that looks like
yo, speaking of execution,
what?
Oh, remember, we have a friend that
yep. I knew this was gonna come up.
Bless his soul. He played this on stream. Oh man. And he got to this part. He got to the final boss. This is the final boss.
This
We're
is the
done with the
final
game
boss.
after this.
This is that is true. Well, I don't know. I guess depends on time. Do I want to fight the demon of hatred? That fucking garbage doo-doo boss?
That's a garbage boss.
I mean, I could probably pull it up on my other file just for shits and giggles. They're like, hey, we fought him.
But he's he had struggles with this game.
He died 500 times.
He died 500 times.
To this guy
500 times?
To this guy.
Or did he die 500 times in total and he died to this guy 100 times?
No, he died to this guy like 500 times.
Okay, so that's not... Okay.
I believe that was the case.
Because I know his final death count was like in the 600, 700s.
Yes, and the majority of that came from this guy.
Okay. Oh, well, good to know. But he stopped playing this game without beating this dude.
Yeah.
And it's just... It's
like, bro, you're there. You're right there,
You're
man.
right there. And he's adamant. I refuse. You're right there, dude. Just get the credits to roll, please. Like, it's... We watched you play this...
Yeah, because he was streaming
for a month.
Yeah, and this is how it ends.
And this is how...
sometimes that's a way to... Sometimes... That's the right call. With that being said, he's dead.
Yeah.
This was sometimes it's the right call, just know when to walk away, and you're like, I'm done. I respect it. I'd rather, like, I'll say time and time again, I'd rather see somebody just, like, go like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, when it comes to, like, games or shit like this, to be like, you know what? I'm done with this. Like, I'm done.
Right.
Because it's a game. Like, if you're not having fun doing it...
That's true.
Why are you doing it?
But also,
like,
he'll never live it down with us.
Well, yeah, we busted chops over it, but, like, it's not a... I think for the most part, it's a, not taken seriously.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, so now have...
So we have 7 minutes. Can you beat the Demon of Hatred in 7 minutes?
Oh, yeah. yeah, pretty sure. Okay. But with that being said, now that I have done the ending, that I've been Dad 2.0, I can save the boy's life. Because normally you like kill the boy, so the resurrection thing is over. But you can like kill yourself instead. With that being said, I value my life too much, so this boy's gotta die.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Essentially, like, the whole point of that other ending where you fight Dad 2.0 is so, it's like, so you could stop, I forget what it is exactly, but if I remember correctly, it's like, you end the whole curse thing, or the dragon blood curse thing, but instead of sacrificing him, you kind of give yourself up instead, so you save his life.
Right.
But the regular ending is you just, kill him instead.
There's no ending where you both survive?
Yeah, there is. That's a good ending. But the only two I had available to me right now.
Oh, okay.
Because the good ending requires you doing a few other steps I just don't care to do. So
okay. Look away, people. Look away. Anytime now.
Oh, he's still talking. Okay.
Okay. Monologue. Look, stop it.
Do it.
Just do it. Just get it over with.
Shit. No. Yeah. So he never beat the boss, but like that boss, fucking. I feel like we talked about this before, but I don't care. Talk about it again anyway.
It's a hard boss.
Yeah, hard boss. No, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when on stream years ago, like 2 years ago, I did the Immortal Gauntlet, something like that. It's Mortal Gauntlet, I think. Whatever. It's the last gauntlet, so like the boss rush mode where you fight every boss.
Right.
And it was my first attempt on it on stream, and I was doing it on UGame +7, with no Kuro's Charm and the Demon Bell on. And it was my first time doing it on stream. I got up to that boss, like the inner version. So it was the last boss. I was on his second health bar. And this dude right here comes into my chat and goes, which boss are we on? And I go, last one. And I look back at the screen and get killed. And I lost my... It's the only time I've ever legitimately raged on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think maybe more context is needed. To get to that, you need to go through a couple of boss rushes.
There are 3 boss rushes at first. And I had the stream prior to that one. I played through the game, on New Game Plus 7, Charmless, Demon Bell, all that shit. What? A load of my other phone. There, I should have them available. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Next stream, like, that playthrough took 1 stream, so I was like, oh, I wanted to stream Sekiro for a little more than that, so I guess I'll like do the gauntlets. I tend to not like gauntlet type things in any game because I just really, really hate the idea of spending X amount of time playing the game just for it to be like garbage or like down the drain kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, ancient reflection. There we go. Cool. But with that being said, I'm like, cool to do it. It's content, and I don't mind doing it so much if I'm doing a stream, just shooting the shit with people. So I go through the 3 gauntlets, and I'm like, hell yeah, man, I got it done in 1 stream. And then another one unlocked. I'm like, there's another one, and it was all of them. And I was like, oh no, like, well, what am I doing? I might as well just, might as well just go for it, man. Fuck it. And on the first go, got that far in.
Yeah.
But since it being my first go and I didn't really rehearse this or anything, it took a really long time to get there.
Yeah, it was a couple hours. Like I left stream when did something and came back and said, what boss are we on? And he fucking died because he looked at my message.
Because I'm trying to interact with chat.
Yeah, boy.
Nonetheless, next stream came back and beat it.
Yeah, he was really...
I very much, like, off stream spent a shit ton of time working on like, pretty much every boss, but specifically the pain point ones. So that's why, like, for Ishin, that definitely wasn't flawless by any means, but, like, I didn't have to think while doing it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Context for this boss. This is an optional boss. He's a Dark Soul boss.
So bad.
A Dark Soul boss doesn't belong in this game.
It does not
the
belong
mechanics
in this game.
for Sekiro do not match Dark Soul bosses.
Like, the whole point of this, like, the smartest way I found, which, for those who are, once again, watching, the smartest way I found to fight this boss is just to dodge everything, run away, and then, move in and just hit him. As opposed to Sekiro, where, you spend most of the game not doing that. You're like parrying, and this is like back and forth. And it's cool as shit. And like, look at this. It's like,
yeah, because you don't have your dodge roll.
It's so
you don't have your regular parry.
You can parry everything this guy does, but the thing is that since so many of the things he does is fire related, it does chip damage even if you block it perfectly. Yeah. And it's like, why would I even bother, why even bother wasting my time trying to do that when running away and just hitting him works so well?
Yeah, and it's like nothing you do in any other part of this game prepares you for doing this.
Yeah. Like,
this is a Dark Soul boss.
Yeah.
Again, I a broken record. It's a Dark Soul boss with no Dark Soul mechanics to battle a Dark Soul boss.
Yeah, this is once again the same conversation I have about Millennia, whereas like Millennia is like Millennia was clearly she used a fucking katana, for Christ's sake. Like, she was clearly built for this game.
Right.
I like if she wasn't made while this game was in development, then I would find it incredibly hard to believe that she didn't come from a mindset that this game, came with or something.
Right.
Like, when they made her fight, they were still in the Sekiro
her
mindset.
water dance thing is clearly a Sekiro.
Yeah, she was in the promo material. The original promo material for Elden Ring was with her. So clearly she was there from the get-go. I'm just saying,
the mechanically how she battles.
Yeah, mechanically how she battles.
Sekiro can beat the shit out of her. An Elden Ring dude can't.
Even in her case, it would be cool. It would be tough. It would be mega fucking hard or whatever to fight her in Sekiro. But just imagine the whole mechanic of her healing when whenever she hits you would be way more tolerable if you can parry everything. So even if her health is being refilled, you're still building up her posture meter. Imagine that. So that fight, it's no, you can't cheese this shit. You have to block it. You have to play the Sekiro way to beat her. That would be cool. But instead they put it in Dark Souls or whatever. Fuck it. They put it in Dark Souls, and that's the pretty much the opposite of this boss. It's this boss is Dark Souls and Sekiro, and Millennia is Sekiro and Dark Souls.
And my personal opinion on the matter, it's I'm fine with them having one of those bosses. I think it's fine. Millennia being there, even though clearly it would have been better off in this game.
Yeah.
And I think there should be one. It's okay to have one boss that maybe 90% of the population will never beat.
I mean, I'm okay with having a tough boss. It's just I would prefer if it's the kind of tough that is built around the game.
Right.
That the games support. And I just don't feel Sekiro doesn't support this, and Elden Ring doesn't support Millennia. I mean, this is coming from somebody who's beating her a shit ton of times. Has done beating her with a bunch of different weapons. It's so. But the thing is just after doing that fucking tank run specifically, it's clear that this boss comes from a certain mindset that this game supports, and Elden Ring does not.
Right.
Also, this is the whole fight, man. I'm just running around.
Yeah, I think this is the only boss fight I've seen in this game where you're going after the health bar and not the posture bar.
Not the posture. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't like how his junk jiggles when you
jiggles every single time.
I do not like that. Oh man. Yeah. So this boss sucks. Exoprimal sucks.
I mean, I think it sucks, but compared to other games, I still play it. It's just fresh. It's kind of, let's. Everything is about this, right? It's like this, where you guys could have done something cooler. You clearly had a cool idea, but you fucked it up at the finish line, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's how Exoprimal feels, because it's the dinosaur, you're in robo suits killing dinosaurs. That's badass, and that way that only Japanese people can pull that kind of shit off, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you put Overwatch,
why?
Fucking why? Oh shit.
I don't know. Most upsetting. I wonder, do you think it must be? I don't think anybody went into the idea hey, we're going to give them a nice looking dinosaur game with one game mode that sells cosmetics, and that's how we're going to make most of our money. I don't think they went. Do you think that's the pitch meeting?
Do they sell cosmetics? I mean, they have a little pack, but it's not a whole market.
Well, I mean,
because I went digging through the shop
to have more, right?
Yeah. I went digging through the shop, and really pretty much all the things I saw when it came to microtransactions seemed to be just about I don't. The way I'll explain it is that it kind of reminded me of how they would do DLC back in the 360 PS3 days.
Uh-huh.
But at least when it comes to what's in the shop. But then once we get past that, it's all about like the they got a battle. So
Right.
That's where like the modern comes in.
But like it seems to me, right?
Like this is how it starts. Kind of.
How do you have the audacity to have cosmetics when you have one game mode?
Yeah, I mean, they got a battle pass. Oh,
They got a battle pass for a game mode, for single game mode. Come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, come on, bro. You're right there. Oh my, fuck.
Oh god, you're don't die.
Fuck, please.
Stop dying.
I just need a history. I just need a history. Thank you. Okay, don't worry. I'll be back. Sekiro dies. Shadows die twice. Okay. There we go. He almost got back up. Wolf, thank you.
Wait, was that somebody we know?
Yeah, it's a sculptor guy.
Oh.
Yeah. It's so the whole they kind of clue you in because there's like a lady in a building right there, I think, that talks about being filled with rage and anger and stuff like that, and then the sculptor guy kind of alludes to being filled with rage and anger.
Oh. Okay.
And then I forgot what it was. What's the deal with the way his arm? He had like one regular arm and one arm that was a noodle.
Yeah.
That's other thing. Like because this game, like every Souls-like game under the sun, feels a need to have an ending where it's a cycle. So like the ending I just got, for example, my guy becomes a sculptor. So I think that's what it alludes to, is that he becomes a sculptor, then is filled with rage because he failed the boy, and then become like you see specifically too, the Demon of Hatred's left arm is a noodle, and my guy doesn't have a left arm.
Right.
So that's the okay.
Well, you know what they say. Game over.
Well. So let's gonna wrap up this plate.
Yep. Thank you everybody for joining us on this journey, this amazing journey through feudal Japan. This is a historical event that happened.
IRL.
Some say you can see Sekiro to this day.
Yeah. Except now he cries.
Bye-bye.
Bye.